Hello children, welcome to AIMS India's online classes. Today from math subject, rational numbers topic we are going to continue. So in synopsis 1.1 we learnt about what are rational numbers, what is the need of rational numbers, what is the definition, about numerator, denominator, all these things we have discussed. So let's continue our topic, synopsis 1.2. So here in this video, so we are going to learn about equivalent rational numbers. Equivalent rational numbers means the equality of rational numbers to be checked, and we have to tell whether they are equivalent or not. Means if we have two rational numbers, their equality can be checked by any one of the following methods. So we have different methods for checking the equality of two rational numbers so that we can tell whether they are equivalent or not. So first method, if the numerator and denominator of given rational number are multiplied or divided by the same non-zero integer, then the new rational number thus formed is said to be equivalent to the given rational number if they are equivalent to each other. So means if we suppose the given rational number is p by q, the given rational number is p by q. So whether the p by q we are multiplying with same non-zero integer k, here, then we are getting a new rational number r by s. Means they are multiplied by the same non-zero integer. Because of that we are getting a new rational number r by s. First we have a rational number p by q. By multiplying with same non-zero integer, both numerator and denominator, we are getting another rational number r by s. So then we can tell that this p by q and r by s are equivalent to each other. Or the both numerator and denominator are divided by the same non-zero integer, then the resulting rational number is equivalent to the given rational number. Means, so for the given rational number, numerator will be there, denominator will be there. If both of them are multiplied or divided by the same non-zero integer, then we will get a new rational number. That is said to be equivalent to the given rational number. So p by q and r by s both are equivalent to each other. But here condition is k to be non-zero integer. We can multiply with k or we can divide with k. Next, suppose we have a rational number 48 by 52. So here both the numerator and denominator are commonly divisible by 4. 4 12 times 48, 4 13 times 52. Means both of them, here 48 divided by 4 and 52 also divided by 4. Then we are getting new rational number 12 by 13. After division we are getting new rational number 12 by 13. But what is the given rational number? 48 by 52. Given rational number is 48 by 52. As we are dividing with the same non-zero integer, we can tell that these two are equivalent. Which two? 48 by 52 and 12 by 13. These two are equivalent to each other. or we have 12 by 13. If you multiply with 4, so then we will get 48 by 52. Then also we can tell that both of them, they are equivalent. Okay, that is about first method. While telling the equality of two rational numbers, if there is a possibility of division of both the numerator and denominator with the same non-zero integer, or multiplication is possible, so then the resulting rational numbers are equivalent to the given rational number. So next, method 2. So here in method 2, the product of numerator of first rational number and the denominator of second rational number, if it is equal to, we are doing product of numerator of first rational number with denominator of second rational number. That value, if it is equal to, again, product of numerator of second rational number and the denominator of first rational number. If both the products are equal, then also they are said to be equivalent. Means one kind of cross multiplication. If we have p by q as first rational number, r by s as second rational number, here we have p by q first rational number, second rational number r by s is there, numerator of first, denominator of second. We have to multiply these two, p into s, ps, numerator of second, denominator of first, r into q, rq. If this product and this product, both of them are equal, then the given fractions are said to be equivalent. Suppose we want to compare 2 by 3 and 6 by 9, whether they are equivalent or not. How to compare? 2 into 9, 2 into 9, 6 into 3, 6 into 3, 2 into 9, 18, 6 into 3, 18. Both the values are equal. Both the products are equal. So, the given rational numbers are equivalent. Like that we can tell. Or another example, 3 by 4, 15 by 20, 3 into 20, 60, 15 4 times, 60. Both the products are equal. So, the given rational numbers are equivalent. So, by cross multiplication also, we can find whether they are equivalent or not. Like this, we have two methods. For what? For finding equality of two rational numbers. Equality of two rational numbers. Next. So here, a rational number can has infinite equivalent rational numbers. Suppose if I have 2 by 3, if both of them are multiplied by 2, numerator and denominator, 2 times 4, 3 2 times 6, I'll get 4 by 6, which is equivalent to 2 by 3. Or if I multiply 3 by 3, both numerator and denominator, 2 3 times 6, 3 3 times 9. So 6 by 9 also equivalent to 2 by 3. Or if I multiply with 4, 2 4 times 8, 3 4 times 12, 8 by 12 equivalent to 2 by 3. So like that, one rational number has infinite equivalent rational numbers. Infinite equivalent rational numbers. Okay. Next. So, but a rational number always to be expressed in its lowest form. Suppose any rational number, whatever rational number they have given in the question or we have taken, it should be first altered into lowest form. Okay. Actually here, what is the lowest form of rational number? If we have a rational number a by b, it is said to be in lowest form or it is said to be in simplest form if a and b, they have no other common factor other than 1. no other common factor other than 1, or co-primes. We can tell them as co-primes. If they have no other common factor, we can tell them as co-primes. Suppose if I have two numbers, 2, 7, or 2 by 7 is there, 2 by 7, numerator 2, denominator 7. Are they co-primes? Because 2 is divisible by 1 and 2. 7 is divisible by 2 is divisible by 1 comma 2. 7 is divisible by 1 comma 7. What is the common factor? 1. Common factor is 1. Means they are not divisible by any other number other than 1. So they are said to be co-primes. Then we can tell that the given rational number is in the lowest form. So 2 by 7 is the lowest form of the rational number. We cannot simplify it further. 2 by 7, 3 by 5. Suppose if you have 4 by 16, they are divisible by 2. So they have common factor 2, because both of them are divisible by 2. 4 by 2, 2. 2 8 times 16. Still divisible. 2 1 is 2. 2 4 times 8. So 1 by 4 is the simplified form for 4 by 16. Because 4 and 16 are not co-primes. They have other factor 2 or other factor 4. They are not co-primes. So here a rational number a by b is said to be in lowest form or simplest form if a and b have no other common factor other than 1, or if they are co-primes, or their highest common factor HCF of a and b is 1. A and b is 1, or a and b are relatively prime. Okay. So when we can tell whether a given rational number is in lowest form or not, how can we tell? If both the numerator and denominator have no other common factor other than 1, that is first case, they are relatively prime. Second case, they are co-prime. Third case, their HCF is 1. Their HCF is 1. Like that, in so many ways we can tell. So here 3 by 5 is in lowest form because 3 and 5 have no common factor other than 1. But 18 by 60 is not in lowest form because both of them they are divisible by 6. Both of them they are divisible by 6. 6 is a common factor. Okay, children? Next. So next, how to convert a rational number into lowest form or simplest form? How to convert a rational number into lowest form or simplest form? So here, so first let the given rational number be a by b. So first we have to find their HCF. If let the HCF be k. Let the HCF of a by b be k. If the k value is 1, then the given rational number is in lowest form. We can tell that it is in lowest form. No need to write it separately. But if the k value is not 1, so then both numerator and denominator to be divided by the k, means to be divided by their HCF. So after division, whatever remaining, that will be in the lowest form. That will be the lowest form of a by b. So how to convert a rational number into lowest form, children? Here lowest form, simplest form, both are same. What we have to do? We have to find the HCF of numerator and denominator. If HCF is 1, they are in lowest form. No need to do anything. But if the HCF is not 1, both numerator and denominator to be divided by that HCF. here it is k. So after division, whatever, so now a by k we have done, b by k we have done, the resulting rational number c by d, we can call it as it is the simplest form of a by b. It is the simplest form of a by b. Next. So one example question is there. Determine whether the following rational numbers are in lowest form or not. So here 13 by 81 they have given, 72 by 96 they have given. We have to find whether they are in lowest form or not. So 13, actually 13 is a prime number. If we do prime factorization, we can take it as 1 into 13. 1 into 13, we can write it as 1 into 13. 81, we can write it as 3 into 3. 9 into 3. 27 into 3. 81. Is there any common factor? No. Suppose here into 1 also we can write. Into 1 we can write. Is there any common factor? Only 1 is the common factor. There is no other factor other than 1. So these two, 13 and 81, HCF is 1. So the given rational number in the given form alone, it is in lowest form. No need to do anything. The answer also you can keep it as 13 by 81 if anybody asks to write its lowest form. But whereas 72, 960, 72 by 960, if we take factors for 72, 2 into 2 into 2 into 3 into 3 into 3, 320, 2, 2, sorry children, 1 minute here, 2 to the 4, 8, 16, 32, 64, 64 into 5. Here it is not 320 children, it is 960. 960. We can write 2 into 2 into 2. 6 times 2 is 3 into 5. So what is the HCF here? What is the HCF? How many 2's are common here? 1, 2, 3. 3 2's are common. 3 2's are common. 1 3 is common in both the factors. In factors of 72 and 960, 3 2's are common. 1 3 is common. Means 24. Their product is 24. 24 is the common factor. 24. So now this 72 by 960, it is not in the lowest form because they have other common factors other than 1, or their HCF is 24, not 1. So how to make it into lowest form? How to make it into lowest form? We can divide 72 by 24 by 960 by 24. We have to divide 24 3 times 72, 24 4 times 96 0. So 3 by 40. 3 by 40 is the lowest form of 72 by 960. So okay. Next, we have one more thing which is called standard form of a rational number. Standard form of a rational number. So here, just now we have learned about lowest form. We have one more thing called standard form. A rational number a by b is said to be in standard form if b is positive. What is b here, children? B is the denominator. Means denominator to be positive, and the integers a and b have no common divisor other than 1. Means their HCF is 1, or they are in lowest form. They are in lowest form. Okay. If they are in lowest form, if the denominator is positive, then we can tell that it is in standard form. Here two things we have to keep in mind. A and b, both numerator and denominator they should have no common divisor other than 1, and b to be positive. Okay. If it satisfies both the conditions, then it is in standard form. Okay. Now how to convert a rational number into standard form? We have to follow some steps. First, let's see obtain the rational number. Second, we have to see whether the denominator is positive or not. If it is negative, multiply or divide both numerator and denominator by -1 so that denominator becomes positive. And find the greatest common divisor, GCD or HCF, for the absolute values of the numerator and denominator. First, we have to change denominator into positive. Next, we have to find their HCF or GCD. For what? For absolute values. If I have -72 by 960, if it is like this, I have to find a HCF for absolute values. Absolute values means always positive. Minus we should not consider. Next, we have to divide both numerator and denominator with their GCD or HCF, like we have done in lowest form. So then we can tell that it is in standard form. Okay. So here we have some questions children. We have to change them into standard forms, not lowest form, standard forms. In lowest form, only HCF only we are checking, but in standard form, denominator also to be positive. First question, we have 9 by 15. Both of them, they are divisible by 3. Sorry children, here by should be there. 9 by 3, 15 by 3. Both of them, they are divisible by 3. So 3 by 5. So denominator is positive. So this is the standard form. -8 by 2. 2 4 times 8. In denominator there is nothing, means we can assume -1. So we are getting -4. So it is in the standard form. 4 by -11. In denominator we have minus. What we have to do? Both numerator and denominator to be multiplied by -1. So numerator -4, denominator +11. -4 by 11. Standard form. So -3 by -7. Both minus cancel. Or we can divide both by -1. Minus cancel. 3 by 7. 3 by 7 is the standard form. Next, 2 4 by 9. Mixed fraction. So what to do? 9 into 2. We have to multiply these two and we have to add 4. We have to add 4 by denominator as it is. 9 2 times 18 plus 4 22 by 9. 22 by 9. Denominator is positive, not divisible by any other number. So 22 by 9 is the standard form of given rational number. -8 2 by 11. Don't take minus here. Don't consider minus children. 11 8 times 22 plus 11 8 times 88 plus 2 90. After multiplying and adding, we have to take minus symbol. Before only we should not take minus symbol. If we do like that, what happens? 11 into -8, -88 plus 2, -86 will come. We should not do like that. First we have to multiply, then add, then we have to keep minus symbol. 11 8 times 88 plus 2, 90 by 11. Now we have to keep minus. Minus 90 by 11. Standard form. 0.2. 0.2 means 0.2. Point after one decimal is there. We can remove point. It will become 0.2. But 0, extreme left, no value. We can take it as 2. Point after one decimal is there. So 10 number. What number? 10 we will keep. 2 by 10. We are getting 2 by 10. Is it standard form? No, because still it is divisible by 2. So 2 1 is 2, 2 5 times 10. 1 by 5 is the standard form. Next here, minus 444 by minus 492. Minus 444 by minus 492. We have to check their HCF. We have to check their HCF. How to find HCF? How to find HCF, children? Bigger number we have to take 492. 444 minus we should not take. With smaller number we have to divide bigger number. 444 1 times 444. In 2 we cannot remove 4 from 2. We can take borrow. 12 minus 4 8. Here 8 will be there. 8 4 8. So 48 coming. 48 coming. So next 444 will come here. 444 will come here. 48 how many times? Here we are having 444. 48 9 times. 9 8 times 72. 7 is remaining. 9 4 times 36 plus 7 43. 432. 12 is remaining. This 48 will come here. 48. 12 4 times 48 0. Means HCF means we should go on dividing until we get 0. So here HCF is 12. So it is not in the standard form. So we can divide with 12. Here minus 37 we are getting, 47 we are getting. This is the standard form. Okay, children. So this is about synopsis 1.2. What we have learned? Equivalent rational numbers. So how to check whether they are equal or not, equivalent or not? We have to multiply with same number, or if they are multiplied with same number, or if they are divided with same number, which is a non-zero integer, then the resulting fraction or rational number said to be equivalent to the first one. Or lowest form. What is lowest form? Means they should have no other common factor other than 1. No other common factor other than 1. How to convert into lowest form or simplest form? We have to divide with their HCF. Next, what is standard form? A and B, they should have no common divisor other than 1. Their HCF to be 1. That is one condition. Denominator to be positive. Second condition. If denominator is negative, means what we have to do? We have to multiply with minus 1 or we have to divide with minus 1. Both numerator and denominator. If they have common divisor, we have to divide with their HCF. Like that we can change into standard form. So we have learnt about equivalent rational numbers, about lowest form of a rational number, about standard form of a rational number. Okay, children, that's all for today. So thank you for watching our video. Please subscribe our channel and press the bell icon for receiving latest updates. Thank you. Have a good day.